Okay.
Hi,
So
Christine.
welcome, Christine.
Oh, hey,
Good
Christine.
to have you here.
Thank you. I totally forgot.
That's okay. That's why I reminded you. Not a problem. I just wanted to show you, Wendy. I was talking on a home office call, and one of the girls who does block parties all the time uses this link tree. So
Yes.
go to Linktree, you create an account. So I have the catalog as the first one, and then she puts everybody else in alphabetically. And then at the bottom, your VIP community page, the host and guest special links, join my team, February, and then I just post that one link into my show. Like for ordering, click here, and they click there, and then they find their host. So if they go to their host's link and they come down to Dottie's and they click it, it should bring me right to Dottie's show. Ta-da! So
Okay.
I
All right,
recommend that because you're only posting one, and these girls were saying that they have not had any
mix-ups.
Any Facebook jail. They haven't been
Okay.
flagged by posting that Linktree link, and it's one link that you're posting, and it goes to all hosts that are on your thing. And then once you close the show, you just go in and delete that, and you can have as many links as you want there.
Where's the link tree?
It's called Linktree. You have to go and create an account, LINKTREE, and I think it's TREE, and it will pull, I think that's, yeah, Linktree. Yep. And it'll pull up your specific, it'll give you a specific Linktree account, and then you can go from there. So
is there a fee for that?
Nope, it's free.
Oh.
So I'll do a little blurb to put it on IncrEDIBLES and stick it in a unit with the virtual party trainings and the how-tos. Just so that they know. Another tip for the how-tos, I need to do a new video and replace the one that's there, but I found recently from the director page that when you send an email from your show to all of the guests as a thank you, it's a do not reply email. So if they reply back, it sends them to Pampered Chef. So in the body of your text, you need to say, this is a do not reply email, so please use my email below, you know, because if you're asking them about a booking or something like that, it's going to go to pamperedchef.com. We don't want that. And I have a message into tech support for them to fix that, because that should not be happening. But just so that you know. So a perfect example is we've got Janet Weatherby on my team, and she just texted me yesterday and said, oh my God, I just finished my $1,600 fundraiser. I'm so excited. It's like our first real show. And I'm like, okay, so let's email everybody from the show that ordered, like one email, and that's a great way to start follow-up, you know, the 222 kind of thing. So I will use her as the example today or tonight, and I will walk through it, and I'll record it. So let me go to my notes, because I have a couple of things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So first of all, we talked about our words, and I am having a cricket day in February with a bunch of other directors, so I will cricket your word as well. I might end up asking you again and your team their words, and just put it all in a document. Maybe we can make a Google Doc for our team, and they can put their word in there so that I can send it to them, and they can put it like on their computer or whatever, on a mug, whatever they want. My word this year is servanthood. So I want my goal to be to help you guys, however I might serve you, whether that's praying for you personally, praying for your business, praying for your team. If it's creating a training system, or finding somebody who can help us create something that we don't already have. I know my weaknesses. And so that's why we as a leader co-op, a group of us, do better, because we all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. And where I'm weak, you guys fill in that gap. So I think we will all do better together. So my first question to you guys is, I want you to think about your team right now, and I want you to think about what is a pain point for them.
A what?
a pain point. Like, what are some of their hard issues that we as leaders need to help them through?
I think with mine, the biggest is bookings. Talking to people.
Okay. My team, it's the same thing. It's, you know, if they have bookings, then it's the host coaching. Like,
yeah.
So for me, one of the things I was thinking, and you guys, Wendy and Jen, you can jump in when something pops into your head. But one of the things I was thinking was, maybe, like, I was like, all right, you know, like, once they have a booking, then the host coaching doesn't necessarily get done correctly or get done in a timely manner. And I was great for a while, and then I fell out of my own system. And I thought, well, I wonder if creating like a post my party that posts into the IncrEDIBLES that says something like, Monday, today, remind next week's host to do blah, and this week's host to do blah. You know what I mean? So that every Monday that pops up. We have a motivational Monday post, and then right after that, we have a reminder for virtual parties. Today, you should be talking to and doing this. And then Tuesday pops up and says, you know, Tuesday, you know, is the day that you reach out and ask your hostess for the first time if they've considered becoming a consultant or something. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we spoon feed them some activity that's a reminder until it becomes a habit for themselves. Just a thought.
So honestly, I don't seem to have that problem with host coaching because my girls are all using my document, which has a day-by-day checklist of what to do.
Okay, so mine are not.
That's good.
So maybe we need to just drive them to the checklist.
And the only thing about saying Monday do this, Tuesday do this, is if you have people starting their parties on different days of the week, then that wouldn't necessarily, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So like day 1 of the party, day 2 of the party, day 3 of the party type of thing?
That's how our checklist is run. So I think you're right, Jen. I think that's why your team's doing so well, is because they are using your system, and I'm not driving my people to that well. So I need to adjust that. Okay.
But bookings are always an issue, like you guys were saying.
Yes. So one of the things that chatting with Mary, we talked about how January is a J month, you know, January, June, July, and that we all end up getting caught short on J months, and that to be proactive this year, to grab our calendars and to flip to the 30, 60, 90 day before our next J month and make a game plan about how we want to get our hosts, our team to do a booking blitz and a recruiting blitz, she said, because when you have, if you do a booking blitz, like maybe in April, and then we do a recruiting blitz at the beginning of May, the May people are going to be doing their 30 days in June.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that tends to drive your organizational sales by having that. So I wanted to just chat with you guys about that, what your thoughts are about that. I have a booking blitz written in on the 17th of April. And my notes for that currently say Mother's Day, Father's Day, wedding and graduations, second Christmas season, you know, like Christmas in July kind of idea. Mm-hmm. Or that this is our top selling season other than, you know, the November, December selling season. So does that work for you guys? April 17th, it's a Friday, and we would run it Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I think so.
At this point, I don't see any reason why not. It's so far out, you know?
Right. Just get my
I couldn't
calendar.
tell you, like what's happening in April.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
I know.
right. I know. Well,
Haven't got to that point yet.
Empower is happening in April, so I'm
I'm not
going
going
from
to
the
that, so that
1st
doesn't matter
to
me.
the 6th on that.
Well, it's after Easter too.
Right, right. Easter is on the 12th, so yes, I
Right.
made sure that I didn't do anything on that day too. So, and you don't want to do anything right before Easter because nobody's paying attention to
Correct.
what's going on.
Okay.
So then let's flip to May. And in order for people to get their stuff for Mother's Day, there's usually a deadline of, you know, like the week before or something like that. So I am thinking maybe we do, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3. I'm thinking maybe we do the booking blitz on the 8th, because then we could get people started for the Memorial Day holiday. They could do a grand opening if they had a barbecue at their own house for a live one, and they could be doing a virtual show before. But this is
So you're doing
sessions.
yeah, you're doing a booking blitz in April and May?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
recruiting will be in May or the beginning of
Okay.
June, whichever you think you guys want to do. But June is, oops, we leave for Disney. And so
Right.
I was thinking I wanted to get that done in May so that if we had to do follow-ups with new consultants and stuff like that, we wouldn't be trying to do all of that while we're on vacation.
And in
Right.
June, we're also usually earning,
For the fall, right?
so a recruiting blitz in May would give you people who, you know,
Mhm.
incentive in June,
Right.
you know, like, oh, next month we're earning, you know, the fall
The
product
fall.
free.
Mhm.
Right, and we promote that as, you know, this is the perfect storm. Not only are you going to earn free products and half-price products, plus you're going to earn new consultant rewards, plus you're going to be earning the new, you know, fall products. So it's a good time. So looking at your calendars, do you guys want to do 8th, 9th, 10th, or 15th, 16th, 17th?
8th, 9th, and 10th.
The 10th is
For me.
Mother's Day.
The 10th is Mother's Day.
Oh,
Oh,
So the 8th, 9th, and 10th won't work because people will be busy.
right. Yep. I'm getting my little note card here. All right, you're right, Mother's Day. I got to mark that off. And also mark off Memorial Day because that day is booked. So I guess it's either 1, 2, and 3 or 16, 17, 18. Now, we could always back up our booking blitz to, oh no, that lands on Easter, so we don't want to do that. So
I'm okay with doing a recruiting blitz the 15th, 16th, 17th, the weekend after Mother's Day, because that's a whole month in between booking blitz.
Yeah.
Or between the blitzes.
Yeah, yeah. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
15.
it's yeah, it's an iffy for me. It's my 30th anniversary. Not sure what we're doing. Yes.
Yay. Well, I think if we do it
So I'll
well,
let you know.
Wendy, we'll have everything figured out. And just like I did the booking blitz where it was in an event and I had posts that I put in for each day.
Yeah.
If we as a team get our act together and we create, here is a standard, you know, booking blitz, here is a standard recruiting blitz, and we have it in a document that all we have to do is, you know, invite your guests, you know, your people to it, then
Right.
we can work on that. So,
Right.
okay, so recruiting.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, because we are going to do the booking blitz on the 17th of April, we need to back up 2 weeks, and I am going to pay my office assistant to do promotions to our team, because that's one of the things that I fall short on regularly is I forget to remind people like, hey, it's team meeting night. Hey, it's this. So 2 weeks before, which would be the beginning, you know, the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, I would have her start doing some type of either email or a post about the blitz. I would love for you guys to give me some feedback about whether or not you want, do you want me to have a customer connection email that goes to the entire organization? Do you guys get those when I send those out, or no? Do they end up in your junk mail?
I think I get them. Maybe
I've actually got a contact tech. I'm not getting any of them.
Do a trial to just us directors, and well, we can reply. Just say reply if you got this.
Yep. I was wondering if I should do a test to everybody in the organization, because some people's it might get filtered out. I don't know.
Well, I maybe if you do it just to us first, Sue, make sure that all of us respond, and then after that, do it to everybody, and then put, you know, then you'll know.
Okay.
For sure that everyone's getting it, but just making a note in your email, please check spam.
Yep.
To make sure you're getting this, or make it in the post after you've sent the connection email so that people know that you've sent it for them to look for it.
Okay. Test. Please reply. Okay.
Yeah, I think if you post in Facebook, post in the group that an email, check your email, an email was sent out today, then people will automatically go to their spam.
Okay. All right. So hopefully they will.
No, it's layering.
Not everybody does.
I know.
Not everybody gets it.
Yeah, not everybody looks at their, not everybody goes to the Facebook pages. Like I had a girl that asked me something and I had just posted about it. So yeah. So that's why I'm trying to do multiple types of layering here so that, so that we can really communicate to everybody about that. Yep. All right. So I just sent you all one. You can let me know if you've gotten that. I actually accidentally sent it twice. I hit send.
Well, another method you could also use would be messaging. Create one team message to send out a message that says you sent an email. Then they will get it because it comes in their messenger account.
So what I think I'd like to do if we're doing that is that you have your own team on a group chat, because people hate group chats. I've had people leave them all the time because what happens is you say do not reply and they reply anyway. And then people are at work and their phone's blowing up. So I have a text. I can text a group, or I can text, you can text your team as a group as well. You can create groups in texting, but I think it's the same thing. If one person replies, it pings everybody.
Yeah.
So
I've had success with our Bravehearts chat. Every time I send something in there, I put in all capital letters, please do not reply to this because there are over 70 people on this message. If you have a question, please message me directly or someone else directly. And for the vast majority of the time, nobody replies in there.
Okay. All right.
See, I have success too. I don't have any issues with my team.
Okay. So let's all create our own group chat with your team. And then let's pick our dates that we are going to group chat so everybody's getting them at the same time. So I will have my office assistant send a group chat. I'll add her to our group chat. She has my other profile on Facebook. Her name's Sandy. And so I will have her in that group chat, and then I will tell her, all right, Sandy, on Friday the 3rd of April, send a reminder to the directors, and here's what you're going to send, and it'll send it out to you guys, and then it'll send it out to everybody on my team. Right. So so that's good. So the 3rd, we are going to announce maybe like get ready for the booking blitz. Get ready.
Mm-hmm.
That one's the booking one, right? Booking blitz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I sent a message to Cindy and asked her to start a group chat with those people who indicated they wanted to be a part of conference promotions. So she said she wanted to do conference promotions. Susie has said it many times in the past. Dory, I guess, is willing to help. So I asked them to start a group chat because I would like to try to get a head count before February 8th. So really, probably right as we do our spring launch on the 3rd, because I am buying some things, little favors that I am doing up for those people who attend conference. So I want to get a guesstimate as to how many people are actually coming to conference. And then I will create and assemble the items, and then Melissa, if it's all right with you, I'll actually ship them to your house before conference so that I know that they're there, and then I don't have to, you know, try to lug them through suitcases and all that good stuff.
Perfect.
So so if you guys could make a note about that, conference headcount.
Can you repeat the date?
Sure. On Monday the 3rd, at 8 o'clock is when the spring launch, I think, replay is available.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know when. I know 8 to 9 is so late at night, but so I don't, if that's the replay, when is the webcast? That's the one thing I could not.
So it'd be 7 to 8. That would be Central Time, right?
But they would need time to upload it to do the playback, I would think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I
So
haven't
they might
seen
do it
it.
early.
Yeah, I don't think that they told us, because they said if you miss the webcast, you can watch the playback, and all consultants can watch it on 7 to 8 Central Time. So I want us to try to get on for the webcast once we see when it is, and then afterwards have a 20-minute or 30-minute Zoom with our team to kind of get everybody all excited. And so you guys have all seen, have you all seen what's in your kits and all that? Is everybody?
No, of course not. I'm not
Okay.
home. It's
So are you all good
I've
talking about the products, or does anybody need to be surprised?
No, I don't need to be surprised. I saw the air fryer on the director success page from people using it, which is way cool.
Okay,
That's
good.
about all they promoted, but yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and the smoothie cup that goes on the blender. I think that's phenomenal.
Yep.
Cool.
My daughter's pretty excited about that. I'm sure she'll be using that tomorrow. She didn't use it today. I think she was waiting for me to get home to ask me if she could use it. She was pretty excited.
What else did they redesign that came back that people were asking for?
The pot holders are
I saw the gray ones.
Yeah. Yep. And then there are hand instead of finger pot holders, but there's hand pot holders.
Yeah.
And so there's trays and all kinds of accessories that go with the air fryer. There is a wooden salad bowl with, yep, it's beautiful, with servers, some salad servers, which are very pretty. I love the design. The measure, mix, and pour that we have has a really nice new design.
Oh, fantastic.
They came out with smaller, it looks like they're smaller size. I haven't even opened them. I just got home. 4 ounce. Yeah. So they're the freezer, you know, the 1 cup prep bowls that we have that are the freezing cups.
Yep.
They have come out with a mini freezing bowl and rack for like baby foods.
Yeah, they're for baby.
Oh, so
and
smart.
they then came out with a squeezy bottle for baby food, kind of like what you make homemade applesauce and stuff.
Yes.
So that they're going to be really promoting the blender for
reusable. That's awesome.
Yes. And I'm pretty excited about, because I make peanut butter like all the time. They came out with this long, thin spatula that can get every little bit of the peanut butter out of your blender.
Fantastic.
Yes, I'm very excited about that tool. Let me flip and see what else. Oh, you're going to be excited about this. I think my husband's going to be excited. We have cast iron now. Woohoo!
I saw that. I'm not totally thrilled until I hold it, but yeah, that's awesome.
You know, I haven't tried it yet, but there's a 10-inch and a 12-inch cast iron skillet, and they nest inside each other, so that's great. It's going to be perfect for camping. We're going to promote it, and these are the things that I want us to kind of just brainstorm for a minute about what we want to say to promote it when we have our call with our team on the 3rd. So for me, cast iron, I would be promoting it to people that go camping, that go to the beach and have open fires. People who do not like to cook in nonstick cookware but don't want stainless steel, because stainless steel is harder to clean. So there are a lot of people that cast iron is like, that's all I cook in. I talked with a guy just the other day and he asked if we had cast iron, and I said, no, not yet. And I honestly didn't think we were going to get it because it's so heavy. So shipping that cast iron, I think, is really going to be
costly.
Well, something they also said when I was in the test kitchen was they talked about the trend of cast iron with the millennials right now, and cast iron's very trendy right now. So one of the introductions of why they introduced it is because, you know, all of these homesteaders, and they're wanting to go back to the old ways, and so cast iron is the answer for that. And that's they have seen an increase of the sales in cast iron when they did their marketing research on it through that demographic.
Absolutely, absolutely. So my request to all of you is, as you start cooking with your tools and you start using the new cookbook, to stage a few photos to put in our IncrEDIBLES page called Originals. So like, I take a picture before I put my name or my website or anything on it, like a generic one, and then I'll upload that so that people will have some good original content that is original to our organization, so that they've got some things that they can draw from, and then they can pull that and put their, put something to make it, whether it's a border or a word on it or something like that, to make it original to them. But if we could assist the team in creating original content, that will help Facebook jail issues not be an issue. So, all right. So anything else? Let me see. So there's the homemade baby food set.
Got the mini
the bullet thing.
What's that?
The bullet thing for the blender.
Yep, yep, we talked about that. Oh, there's an herb storage, Wendy. An herb keeper, a new herb keeper, and you can keep 2 separate types of herbs. There's like a divider in it.
Is it it's plastic?
Yep, and it goes on your side door of your fridge. And they also have a new type of salad tongs that they're showing in the cool and serve bowls. They're gray, and they come apart kind of like the old ones.
The old style ones.
Yeah, and then they go back together to use them like tongs together. So I think that's it, right?
Oh, mini brownie pan.
Oh yes, the mini brownie pan. Brownie bites, Wendy. Brownie bites.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? So, and the lid for the quick cooker, so it can be a slow cooker.
Yes, so the quick cooker will have a glass lid, Wendy, that you can put your new thermometer probe through the little hole and stick it right into your roast or whatever's in there, and then you'll be able to watch the temperature of your roast, and you'll know where it should be
done.
So how about over the next day or so, I will list each item in our leaders page, and underneath each item, if you guys, under that photo, if you'll give ideas or suggestions on how they would market that way when we're Zooming as an organization after the spring launch, I can pull that up and go, okay, here's the mini brownie pans. Here's some ways that we can sell the mini brownie pans. You know, and I'll go on to the director success page too, and let's see if other people have some ideas on, you know, what they're making or doing with it. Just so that if we can compile that for them, sometimes then when they create their own original content photos, instead of just, they might show the picture of the brownie pan, but then they might say, how about energy bites for hiking? You know, so like you use the snack bar maker for making, you know, snack bars or granola bars, but like, how about bite size? We have the peanut butter energy balls that Pampered Chef made. Like, how about energy bites for hiking? Or how about freezing mini, and I'm just rolling this off the top of my head, dough balls, you know what I mean, for cookies?
Yep.
Like flash freezing them, spray it, and then put your cookie dough in those little, you know, click your cookie doughs in that and flash freeze them, and then you can pull them out and put them in a big bag, and then, you know, pull out 3 or 4 at a time and cook them fresh on a toaster oven pan. So cooking for 2, like that would be part of your prep ahead type of theme show.
Yep.
So that's kind of what I was looking to do with you guys. Okay. All right. So we're going to get rid of that. Okay. So I'm just going to go back to my initial question, which is a pain point for your team. Is there anything else that you feel like we need to address?
Where do you want us to upload these pictures to?
The original content photos, you mean? Or the ideas for the new products?
No, the original content for the new products, because we don't want to put it up there yet because, well.
Right. So the ideas for the new products will be on our director's
page. Yeah.
If you have photos for our original content album on the IncrEDIBLES page, don't upload any new products until after the 3rd of February.
Okay.
But if you have other ones, like if you are cooking currently and you're using the rock crock or whatever, stage it, like move everything out of the way, take a picture directly on top pointing down. Like I stood up on a chair one time and took a picture of my apple crisp, and I made sure that the cinnamon sugar shaker was in the picture and the simple slicer was in the picture, and you know, like down top or straight on. For those of you who don't know, you know, Melissa knows because she's a photographer. I had to be taught all this, so this is new to me, but like straight on, and I'll show you what I mean. You'll notice how much better the photos on my butcher block are when I do my straight on photos. So I squat down and I shoot straight on. So like, here's all the ingredients for doing the red pepper dip, the roasted red pepper dip. So I put this out, and then I make a comment like, you know, guess what I'm making, you know, so you can make this into a game. Or I've used this and I've put text on it to invite people. I've done follow-up, just checking in to see how you're loving your products. Are they out of the box? How are you loving them? Would you like me to invite you to my 3-day theme called Flavors of the World? So like my follow-up is inviting people that haven't been into a virtual party or haven't hosted a virtual party into one. And then I'm turning that into a conversation about, well, if you have a couple friends that might be interested, how about we add them, and I'll get you a link of your own and we can co-host together. So then they become part of my block party. So I'm just trying to be creative and getting bookings because I've been struggling with that. So if you guys have some ideas like that, I thought that we could show our team, like, here's the original photo, and here are 2 or 3 ways I'm using that same photo. I'm using it as a follow-up. I'm using it as an outreach. I'm using it to drive them to my VIP customer page. I'm using it as a game or something like that. So, good. Okay, last question, and then we can wrap up. How often do you guys as directors want to meet?
I think once a month for 30 minutes to an hour. I'm trying to remember what Mary said. I think her director calls were only 30 minutes. I can't remember.
Yes, 30.
Everybody else good with that?
Yes.
Okay. And you guys really rocked our numbers last year. I mean, like, we moved to a senior team pretty darn quickly when, you know, as the selling season just started rolling in, you guys just, like, it just snowballed, and we've got the momentum going. I truly believe that we'll probably end up rolling right into an executive team this year. For those interested in executive bound, there are 3 requirements to be on the Alaskan trip, if that is something you're interested in. And I think, Melissa, you might be. I know you well. So here are the 3 things. I just got a webinar call. You have to have structure in place for 2 months, I believe, so that on the 3rd month of structure, you promote. So the September 1st is the deadline for executives. So July and August, you have to have your structure already in place, which would be 6 first-line directors and 2 second-line directors that are all active and green as a director organization. The second thing is that to get on that Alaska trip, they are tracking new business volume. So what that means is anybody that our whole organization, your first line, so you're all part of my first line, except for Christine and Heidi. So Jen, Wendy, and Melissa. Anybody you recruit, anybody that your team, your first line team recruits starting in January, their sales volume is considered new volume. So that has to total 250,000 between January and I guess August 31st. So there's 2 requirements that they're putting on the Alaskan trip. So I will give you more details if that's something you want to know. I have a call that I'm re-listening to and taking notes with after this. So if that's something you're interested in and you want to know what are the exact details, I'll give you that as well. Okay, so we are done. We're at the 45-minute mark. So this year, I want to know, how can I pray for you personally? How can I pray for your business? How can I pray for your team? Because I've set aside time in the mornings to do just that. So you can private message me those things, and I will add you to my prayer log. And as we have hiccups or problems that we need to brainstorm as a leader group, let's do that together. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yep. And then you want to, if we meet once a month, start scheduling the same, do we want to do the same day every month?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Last Tuesday.
Yeah, the last Tuesday of the month. So that would be February 25th. And then we'll do March 31st.
$12 to $12:30. Is that the plan?
Yeah, plan 12 to 12:45, just so that we have time to.
I'm good with that, but for this, I'm in Lead the Way, so that's the day I have my Facebook Live with Erica.
Mm-hmm.
So I am tied up all the way through April.
Okay, and that's done at noon? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a 15-minute call, but.
Okay, that's fine. So you can jump on a little late, and it's recorded, so we're good with that. So let's go through May. How about we do that? We go all the way through May and see how it's working. You know, we'll do, you know, a few months, you know, February, March, April, even just April. Why don't we just go through April and then we'll reassess? Do we feel like, you know, it's working? Do we have more directors that are part of our organization? What do we need to do from here? And so as you have things that you want to have discussed, we can do that on this call as well. You all highlighted your numbers. You all looked at the people who are the workers on your team and who are the consistent people on your team. And then those are the people we're reaching out to and asking them, do you want more with your business this year? And if you do, then we're going to direct them to this leader-bound program that we're uploading to the IncrEDIBLES in the units that Jen and I are doing right now. So we'll have them listen to the call themselves and then have one-on-ones with us. So that's kind of how we're going forward with that. So I guess I will see you guys all online.
Awesome.
Okay.